Okay, so we're catching up with Fishlabs, who are responsible for, well, I know that our iOS guy back at Gamereactor is crazy about Galaxy on Fire. So what we thought we'd talk to you a little bit about what's next for Galaxy on Fire, alliances, the next big thing.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do there?
Well, I mean, we have established a great open space game with Galaxy on Fire. Now we want to take that genre further and add multiplayer and want to go in the RTS MMO. So Galaxy on Fire Alliances is really about conquering planets and in particular playing with others and forging alliances to be stronger and have a bonus on pretty much everything you do.
I think that's a very short way of putting it, but there's a lot of depth there that I just got to see a little bit of it, and you know, just the richness of what each planet brings, the whole galaxy, and the fact that you're planning to have like thousands of players on a server battling out for supremacy. Can you tell us a little bit about how that sort of alliance gameplay goes on?
Right. So, I mean, in the beginning, you start with your planet and it's all in 3D and you build your structures. You need to make sure you have enough resources and then eventually build ships and so on. Then later on, you have a command ship and you can send around your troops. And from the very beginning, everybody will be part of an alliances, so you will have a beginner alliances and you get immediately, you see the benefit of fighting together. So for instance, if you call for help because you're being attacked, then your other players get an automatic push notification and you also get a visual feedback. Usually this kind of meta gameplay sits outside those games, so it's done via forums or email. But we wanted to bring that kind of gameplay into Galaxy Fire Alliances, into the mobile platform, because I mean, you're already connected and you have it all there. You are hooked up with your friends, and then when there's a request coming in to conquer a certain planet, the alliance can vote if everybody wants to have that or not, and then immediately this is set to be the target. And you see on a big star map, you see the solar systems where something is going on, where there's a battle is going to be is going on or going to happen, and then you can zoom in, go into the solar system, see right the planet, and then next to the planet you see all your allies that will help you to conquer that very planet.
So I think you also did a very neat thing here. I think it's similar to something I saw in a game called Tiberium Alliances, where players all start on the sort of the edge of the map, and then you move in towards the more valuable resources in the middle. But when you get there, you're going to have more opposition. It's going to be harder. So there's sort of a natural matchmaking, you can say, if you will.
Yeah, so to speak, yes. We also have artifacts which give you an extra bonus on attack, defense, or speed of your fleet, and obviously those artifacts are very valuable, and these are more in the center of the galaxy. So there will be a run for the planets that provide these artifacts, and that's a natural conflict happening, because if everybody goes there, eventually they collide. There's a clash at that point, and even if you hold that position, all the guys around you obviously want to be at that spot. So we hope we have a constant battle going for the center of the galaxy.
And then you're going to get a lot of push notifications when you hold those important places, right?
Well, I mean, it depends how many planets you're having. So far, we don't have a level here, and if you manage 10, 20, 30 planets, and each planet has a couple command ships, well, it depends if you have a job. It could take up a lot of time. But the beauty about the mobile device is you always have it with you. It's always connected, and it's not a gameplay where you have to sit there in front of this device like for 3 hours or something. You can just dive in for a couple minutes and do the stuff you want to do, send your fleets, do some structure upgrades, and that's it, and reconnect again.
So it's because it's purely strategy, it's not sort of tactical in that sense.
Well, it's tactical because you have to synchronize your friends to be at the same time there to make the battle happen. And yeah, we know actually that the community of Galaxy Fire was kind of expecting a real-time battle-based MMO, so you sit in your cockpit. Well, of course, we want to have that too, but it's a huge thing to do, and maybe in some years to come. But right now, the platform is really good for having strategy games, and I think what we add is like this visual quality, great production style, the Galaxy Fire setting, and the Alliance's gameplay. That's our edge here.
So you were explaining to me a little bit how sort of the next generation of hardware will sort of enable you to sort of allow for basically infinite amounts of ships in a battle.
Well, yeah, we're expecting OpenGLES 3.0 devices by the end of the year. And with OpenGLES 3.0, you will be able to render multiple meshes at the same time without losing that much of render performance, because there you can do instances, and this handling of these instances is done on the GPU directly. And obviously we don't have seen any devices yet, but we are prepared to support that. That means like the visual feedback scales up with the quality of the device you're using.
So I think one of the big trends in tablet gaming is the fact that it's sort of merging. It's starting to merge with the TV gameplay and everything. We see a lot of these sort of hybrid devices and things like that. Is that something that you're eager to jump onto when that opportunity arises?
Yeah, the challenges with all these opportunities is really what you're focusing on. And actually, I don't know how these consoles will perform. If they sell a couple million, of course, we're happy to support it. Right now, we're skeptic, to be frank. We see the big chunk is iOS and it is Android. And I mean, if you're doing good on iOS and if you're doing good on Android, Google Play, you're good in business. Anything else is the gravy on top, as you can say. And then again, I think it's a hard proposition. If you say, well, we are a console, but we don't deliver the full performance, and it's not the Call of Duty or Halo or Gears of War experience. I think if I play on the TV, I want to have that full experience. If this is a game I'm connecting for 5 minutes, I don't switch on the TV. However, I believe we will see games you can play on your mobile, and if you connect at home to your TV, you have maybe different gameplay that's even better and makes full use of the big screen. Very interesting to see. One thing for sure is that we're going to focus on mobile. So we make sure that you have the best game experience on a mobile device. Any other device is very welcome, but the core is our mobile proposition.
All right, so what's the roadmap ahead for Alliances?
Well, with Alliances, I mean, we have to see how it goes. Obviously, if this is a great success, we will see what the community requests the most. Because with those online games, it's pretty much you create a fan base and you do this game for them. And you have to be careful about vocal minority. So the people who complain the most might be just a very, very small part of the community. However, if they're reasonable, if they're good suggestions, obviously we will put that into the game design consideration. And yeah, you have to add more functionality. Maybe we have another faction coming up. Right now, we expect the biggest potential in the Alliance gameplay. So the features that we provide, we will see how the community adapts if they pick it up. If they really like that, we believe that we're going to focus on adding more features into this Alliance's gameplay. Because this is really where we believe there's the edge, there's the meat on the game.
Right. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. All right.